Hello everybody, Will Myers. Welcome in to our Beginner's Tai Chi and Holistic Strength course. Today we're going to be going over transition and flow and making our way from move to move. I want you to practice these movements, and the goal here is not to necessarily memorize them today, as I want you to start working on move to move. But as you continue to take our courses and classes, you will memorize this move and you will memorize the progression of order. The progression of order is just saying we're going from one move to another move and we're going to do it a specific way, and I want you to breathe a specific way as well. So my goal is to teach you how to transition and flow between these movements while also breathing in a way that's going to help you promote a really good practice. So again, make sure that you have water nearby, something close for stability in case you need, and also a chair to take a seat if you need as well. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start in my mountain posture, and we're first going to focus on breathing. We really focus with our breathing to make sure we can center our body and cool the system down. We're going to take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Deep breath in. Think about charging up the body, inhaling and pulling oxygen in, and let's exhale, squeezing the core as you exhale all of your oxygen out. Again, deep breath in through the nose and exhale. Deep breath in. Stand as tall as you can, best posture possible, and exhale. 2 more deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Deep breath in and exhale. From here, we're going to practice our opener move, which is grabbing our ropes and pulling up from the roots of the ground as we then rotate the hands and press down as we exhale. So what happens in this movement is I'm going to take my hands and open out, really spread those fingers as if you're trying to grab those real big heavy ropes that hold boats down, or even those really big thick roots of that grand tree. From here, we're grabbing a hold and we're pulling up. As you lift up, I want you to think about charging up the entire body. And then we rotate those hands and then press back down to the center. So the first cue here is to open out those hands as much as you can and grab a hold. From here, I lift with the palms facing up to my shoulder height. Once you get to shoulder height, I'm going to slowly rotate those hands, and the elbows and palms will then press back down to the center. So again, wrapping those hands, lifting up, palms facing up, turn the hands down and press down. Now what happens in the hips and legs? As I wrap around these ropes and lift up, I'm going to stand tall, again in my best posture. As the hands turn and press, I'm then going to softly bend my knees and squeeze the core tight. Last part is your breathing. Take a deep breath in as you lift up the hands and stand tall, and exhale as you press down and sit slightly into your bent knees. Deep breath in and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Deep breath in through the nose and exhale. Deep breath in and exhale. Very good. Now we're still going to continue warming up the body, even though that is very similar to the first step of our form. So from here, let's step a little bit wider, and we're going to start to stretch out the front of the shoulders with the next move of the form. So as we take a deep breath in here, I'm going to raise my palms up, dragging the fingertips slowly behind, and then I'm going to press down and lead with the heels of the hands. Now, we want to try to show flow here, so I'll show you from the side. As I'm lifting up, I'm just not lifting straight arms and then pressing straight down. I want you to think about moving from the shoulders, elbows, wrists to fingertips. So as you lift up, you think shoulder, elbow, wrist, then fingers to get to the top. You're slowly pulling them up. Once you get to the top, I love to think of coming over a wave and then crashing down. However, our form of crash is very gentle. It still does show an energetic press down, but we're not thrusting and forcing that. Instead, we're allowing gravity to do the work. So from here, I'll take a deep breath in as I lift up and exhale as the hands then go down. Now remember, we want the whole body moving here. So as I raise the hands, I'm then going to stand into, again, the best posture possible. After that, I'm going to exhale as I allow those hands to drop and softly bend the knees. Again, deep breath in as the arms come up and you straighten out the legs, and exhale as the arms come down. We're taking a deep breath in through the nose and exhale. Really think about shoulder, elbow, wrist, and flow at the top and softly, gently crash with the waterfall. Deep breath in and exhale down. Remember to sink slightly into your squat as you sink down so we can challenge those legs and get those knees nice and warm and build that foundation. Deep breath in through the nose, lift the arms up, and exhale as the arms come down. Again, deep breath in and exhale. Last strong deep breath in, lift up, best posture, and exhale as you set down. Very good. Now we're going to take a break from our movements in the form and go into a stretch that will help us stretch the upper half of the body as well as the legs, and I call it the reaching stretch. We're going to start with our feet shoulder width apart and simply going to interlace the fingers at the waist. As you take your first deep breath in, we're going to pull those hands up to the shoulders. From here, I'm going to rotate my hands forward and then reach as high as you can, palms facing the ceiling. Once you get to that height, separate those hands with some force. Then you're going to come down the back of your legs. Your hands actually go down the hamstrings. You're then going to lift up, reach as high as you can, and then allow those hands to come down to your sides. So here we go again. We're going to lift those hands up to the chest. Once you get to the throat, rotate those hands, reach as high as you can. Separate those hands with some force. We'll then come down the back of the legs. Reach out in front of the body as you come up and allow those hands to rest back down. Here's your breathing. Take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth as you reach up. Inhale through the nose as you reach those hands down your side, and exhale as you come down the hamstrings. Inhale as you lift your body up, reaching those hands to the ceiling, and exhale as you let the hands relax down. Again, our breathing, deep breath in and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. We're going to practice 2 more. Deep breath in. Last one here. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale as you reach. Inhale as those arms reach out. Exhale as you reach down the legs. Inhale as you reach the arms up. And exhale as you come down. Very good. From here, we're going to take a moment and work with the muscles of the head and neck, as well as the shoulders, elbows, and wrists, because now that we've had everything move, we now have the circulation flowing. So we're going to take a deep breath in and start with the head and neck. We're just going to first start with tilting the head to the side. If you want a little extra stretch, reach that hand down a little bit further. From here, take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale as you stretch. Deep breath in, lift up the head. And exhale, let's reach to the other side. Really reach that hand down and away from you. Never try to pull on the head to yank. Here we're just trying to hold this stretch for 10 seconds and control your breathing as your body stretches how it feels okay stretching. Other side, deep breath in, and exhale as you stretch. Reach that hand. Deep breath in, transition to that other side, big reach. Inhale, last one, let's reach over, big stretch. Very good. Next one, we're going to go ahead and work with right to left. We're going to turn the head to the right. And turn the head to the left. Now let's take it back to the right and hold for 10 seconds. Turning to the opposite side. If you want a little extra, you can open out those palms and stretch. Great. And relax. Our last one, we're going to then rotate, turning to the right and left, and then I'm going to have you look up and down. So the first movement, again, turn to the right. Next, I want you to really focus and look down as low as you can, and then back up. Down, and back up. One more, take it down, really stretch it, and up. Let's go ahead and try the same thing for the other side. Turn all the way. Looking down first. And back up. Let's give it a good 10 here. Take it down. And back up. Very good. Relax the head there and neck. Next, we're going to be moving into the arms and shoulders and wrists because so many movements require these joints to be loose and able to move freely. So before we get into more flow with our form, let's first practice our reaches. I'm going to reach out in front of the body with my palms facing up. From here, I'm going to pull my arms all the way back and actually squeeze my shoulder blades together. So there's a joint back there called the scapulothoracic joint, and it does not get a lot of mobility. So that's the joint that if I hold my arms straight like this, I can squeeze my shoulder blades together, and then I can separate them. Okay, so I'm not doing anything with my elbows. I'm specifically moving the shoulder blade. Okay? Unfortunately, after years of a sedentary life and sometimes sitting at a desk for just a few short months, those joints can become very stiff. And that specific area, that scapulothoracic joint, tends to lose a lot of mobility. So, palms are facing up here. I'll do this one sideways for you. I'm going to squeeze, pull back, and squeeze those shoulder blades together. Now, I'm not trying to lead with my elbows as far as possible. I'm trying to keep those elbows even with the torso, but then squeeze the shoulder blades together. From there, with your palms facing up, I want you to think about rotating towards you first. Palms turn towards you, then rotate down and lift up, and then press away from you. Okay? Once you get to the press, we're then going to open those hands in big circles, really stretch out the wrist, and then pull back towards the chest. So what that looks like, I'm going to rotate and press away, rotate the opposite direction and pull back in. Down and press, rotate and pull back in. So where's the legs? As I press away, I'm actually going to stand even and softly bend those knees. As I pull back in, I pull and press here to stand tall. Again, rotate, exhale, and press, softly bending the knees. Where's that breathing again? Deep breath in. And exhale, pressing away and softly squatting down. Deep breath in. And exhale. Deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale, deep breath. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Remember, our focus is flow. As you wrap those hands, take a deep breath in and move with the oxygen. Exhale as you press away and move with the breath. Again, deep breath in and exhale. Inhale in for our last one and exhale. Very good. One of my favorites there because it really cools and slows everything down. Next here we're going to work with the third step of our form, which is where you're actually parting both hands and creating some mobility in the elbow, and shoulder. So from here I'm going to start with my feet shoulder width apart. I want to make sure I have a really good foundation. If you're with a partner, take a couple moments here, get those feet locked in, and have them give you a couple pushes side to side, forward and back, and see and make sure that your legs are really nice and stable. Okay? If you're there by yourself, just pay attention to the feet, make sure that they're straight forward, open up those toes and make sure that your feet are getting good grip on the floor. You may have noticed that I'm barefoot. I didn't mention it this class. I try to make sure I mention it every class. Take your shoes off. Try this whole routine and the whole thing barefoot. Give your feet a chance to naturally have to balance your body instead of being in an insole that doesn't give it its natural grip. From here, we have the feet shoulder width apart. I'm going to start with my palms facing out. Okay? As I lift my left arm up, I'm going to slowly flow and kind of stand tall as I do that. Now, as I lift this left arm or this outside arm, I'm then going to lift the opposite arm, but instead of lifting it in front, I'm going to lift it out to the side. So the same movement, the same two happen at the same time. So I'm going to be like so. Okay? Again, we'll practice one more time. lift. One arm's in front, opposite arm's out to the side. Now, as this happens, my eyes are going to follow the arm that's out to the side. So as I lift up, I turn my head and I look to that palm. Once you have your eyes on that palm, we're then going to bend that elbow and bring that elbow in so that your fingertips come really close to your temple. From there, that hand is going to press forward towards the screen, and as that hand presses forward, you look forward as well. Now, at the same time that you're doing that, pull this other arm back. Okay? Let's practice that again. We're in our starting position here. Palms are down, palms facing forward. I'm going to open out to one side and in front of the body. I'm going to bend that elbow, bring the fingertips to the temple, press forward and pull that top arm back. In this position, I've got my palm facing forward. I'm thinking Iron Man right now. And then, of course, I'm pulling back this hand here. Now, we then transition to the other side, and we're going to do the same thing. So automatically, this hand is going to reach down to the side. It's already here, so I just reach down and turn the palm out. When this arm is coming up, my front arm, all I do is turn that palm upwards. And here I'm in now the exact opposite position on the other side of the body. I'm going to bend that elbow, bring those fingertips to your temple, and press forwards. From here, turn the front palm up, drop down the side arm, lift up, eyes following the hand, bend that elbow, press forward and pull back the front arm. Front palm turns up, reach out with the bottom arm, bend that elbow, press forwards, and pull back the top arm. Here's your breathing. Inhale as you lift the arm. Exhale as you bend the elbow. Inhale as you press forward, and exhale as you set in that move. Deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Transition slowly through the movement and see if you can slow things down and really feel how everything is moving through space. Deep breath in, bend that elbow, and press forward. From here, we're going to practice 3 more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Very good work. Next, we're going to practice transitioning from right to left. Now, there's 2 ways that I really like to practice this movement. So we're going to first start with a very simplistic, energetic flow that really moves like water and waves. I've stepped my feet out shoulder width apart, and I'm just going to focus with one hand first. The opposite hand, let's go ahead and place that behind your back so it's not a distraction. From here, I'm going to just start creating a circle with this top arm. Now you'll see my hips moving too, because I really like to think of the whole body working. So you're starting with that arm, but then allow your body to just flow. Now that we've got the arm moving, let's think about what happens in the hand and with the fingertips. So as I pull up the top, I'm going to actually lead with the point of that wrist and drag those fingertips. So I'm pulling across the body. From there, I'm going to lead with the base of my palm and press my way back across. Again, a deep breath in and exhale. Inhale as I pull the arm across. Exhale as I press. Inhale, turning my body, and exhale. Basically, I like to have my chest always follow one of the wrists. Now, of course, the other arm is going to be working in here, so I like to make sure that you have down the one side. So again, press that hand and inhale as you pull across. Exhale, lift, and inhale. Now let's go ahead and try the other side. From here, remember, I'm pressing with the palm and pushing through, then inhaling and pulling that hand across. Exhale, push. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale. Inhale. Now try to really flow with that movement as that arm just goes back and forth. Your exhale is with the push and inhale with the pull. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Very good. So how does that all look when it comes together? The breathing changes a little bit, but let's get to work together. So from here, I've got the bottom hand that I know is going to be pressing, and we also practice that that top hand is going to be pulling. So both hands get in position, and the rotation happens in my torso, hips, and legs. So from here, I'm pulling, we know we're pulling that top hand and pressing with the bottom. I'm then gonna have to turn my feet to help my body pivot to the side. From here, the transition is I'm gonna drop that top arm down, lift up the back arm, and rotate my body through by pivoting the feet first. Again, deep breath in as the hands transition, rotate and exhale as you reach through your stretch. Deep breath in with the transition, exhale as you move across. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Deep breath in and exhale to rotate through. Inhale and exhale. Drop the top arm, raise the bottom, pivot the feet, and slowly rotate across. There's no rush to get from right to left. Your goal is to inhale and allow the rotation to happen as you breathe. Deep breath in, transition the hands, exhale and rotate to the other side. Inhale and exhale. Last one here, deep breath in and exhale. Now another way to transition here from side to side, I'm going to lift this hand up as if I'm serving a tray and press the bottom hand down as I slowly flow across. Then to transition the hand, I pull that top hand in towards the body, reach the bottom hand up, palm facing up, and I'm going to exhale and reach across. From there, I can separate my hands. Bottom hand comes up, deep breath in, rotate across, and press away. Deep breath in, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale with your rotation. Deep breath in, and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. Very good. Now transitioning right to left has its benefits in helping you, imagining of course having to make your way throughout the home, throughout the car, or as you're getting in and out of the car, really helping build the ankles and stability. Next we're going to practice the energy ball. Now I like to do this at this point because it comes next in the form, but also we've had a chance to warm up the body. The energy ball makes sure that we're having to keep ourselves stable, so when we get to our stability and balance classes, you'll see much more of this. What I want to practice today is how you flow from step to step. So you'll see myself on one side where I have my weight on one leg and I've pulled this toe back. Now in this move, we have to step out heel first and shift the body forward. When I shift forward, I'm straightening out this back leg and softly bending the knee. What happens here is I'm doing some work upper body, but I want you to think about this warrior one pose, very similar in yoga, and we're reaching into this stretch. Now when I then come to the other side, my leg that's in front, I'm gonna pivot that first to make sure that I'm stable. From there, I'm gonna turn my body and pull back the other toe, and I'm in position. Okay, so again, no hands to start. I'm just gonna step out, heel first, and reach forward. Turn that back foot, pull the toe in, and set. Heel first, step out. Turn that foot, pull back. Remember, your weight goes into your standing leg, and just set your toe down. From here, I got a little squat, and I'm gonna lead with the heel and lean forward. So let's see what that looks like with the hands. From here, I wanna have a strong plant with my first leg as I pull back that toe. You're gonna create your energy ball in front of your body. And remember, we're going laterally. So from here, I create the ball, but I know I'm stepping that way. So when you separate your hands, they're gonna open that way as well. Your top arm opens out in front. Sorry, your bottom arm opens out in front. And then your top arm is gonna press back behind you. So my energy ball looks like so. I create my ball, create your step with your feet. As you step out with your heel first, plant it, and then separate the hands as you go into your warrior lunge. From here, I'm gonna turn that bottom foot. The hands stay in the position they are because they will then create a circle on the other side. Step out, heel first, and separate the hands. Practice that transition. Rotate into the other side and sink down into your squat. Step out, heel first, and separate the hands. From here, we rotate and sink down slow. Step out and separate the hands. Notice the flow when I'm rotating from this position to another energy ball. So what happened there? I started from here. I rotate this hand. I create a small circle with that hand to lead me and begin my rotation. This hand rotates up while this hand curves inwards because they're going to eventually come together and create that ball. So I start from here. Same time that happens, I turn my body and bring that front toe to its tapping point. From here, that heel leads, and again, separate those hands. You're always watching that front hand. Rotate down. As soon as that happens, the rest of the body triggers in, and we sink down into our energy ball. I'm going to lead heel first and then separate the hands. So here's your breathing. I take a deep breath as I exhale and sit into my squat. From here, inhale before you step and separate the hands. Take a deep breath in and rotate and slowly sink your body down. Take a deep breath in and step out and exhale as you reach. Again, deep breath in and exhale. Inhale and step. Exhale and reach. Last one, deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale, step out, and exhale. Perfect. Next, I want to show you a move called cloud hands. Now this one is very difficult the first time you see it around. If you took our first class and we came across it, you were probably like, what's going on? That's okay. We're going to go through it step by step here. The feet move and the hands move, but we have to put them together. So I'll show you what this looks like first. Remember that balance move? So let's go over what that happened there. So we're not going to do anything with the hands first. I'm going to start out leading with this outside foot here. I got to step in so I can start to step across. From here, my body shifts, and then I come back in and land. So it only ends up being 2 steps. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay? Again. 1, 2. 1, 2. The pattern here is as soon as your foot steps in, the other foot steps out immediately. So again, 1 and step. Down. Shift your body weight to the side. Now here, push back in, step, and shift your body weight to the side. Back across, step, and shift. Last one, step, and shift. So from here, let's go ahead and involve the arms. Now I'm not going to do anything with the legs first. When it comes to the hands, we're actually coming from the move we had just practiced. So this hand is going to be out like so, and then we press back with this hand. So my goal here is to pull this bottom hand in first, and I'm going to create a big circle. So I'm inhaling and rotating with that circle. Now notice this is, for me, if I'm looking at it, this is counterclockwise. If you're looking at it on the screen, I'm probably rotating clockwise. But if you're looking at your arm in front of your body, this back arm is a counterclockwise circle, and we can relax that there. Then we have this front arm here, because remember, we were leading this direction. That arm is going to focus on a clockwise rotation. Again, this is clockwise if you're looking at it, not the clockwise looking at the screen. Okay, so it's happening in front of you. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way around. Okay? So let's put those two together. So we'll stay put physically with the body, but I'm going to start with this back arm. Start that circle. Next comes in the other arm. And they happen at the same time. It's that wax on, wax off, right? We got one arm rotating one way, one arm rotating the other way. Okay? And relax. Now, where does the feet come in? The first thing that happens is this foot steps in, and then I step out. Okay, so there's actually a trigger with that in the hands. So as the hands start to move, this back hand starts first, and then the top arm drops. As soon as that top arm drops and comes down to this front foot, it's going to guide that foot in. Okay, so it's like here, guides the foot to the center. And as soon as that foot comes to the other foot, remember, we then have to step out. Okay, so what's that look like? I'm here, pulling the back arm, step in, step back out. The circles continue. Now this becomes the front arm. As it comes down and once it passes the foot, I step in and step out. Now don't worry about the next part because that will come into the end of our form. But those are your cloud hands there. So let's practice back and forth a couple times. We'll start out here. Deep breath in. Exhale and step in. Rotate the body. Step back in with that hand and out. Shift your body weight to the side. Inhale, step in. Exhale, step out. Inhale, step in, exhale, and out. Let's get one more here. Step back in, and step out. Step back in here, and step out. Very good. Cloud hands. It's difficult. You may have to rewind that little section there, watch it a couple times, but that will eventually get used to it. I remember when I was learning it, I was all over the place. It's okay if you are too. You will practice and you will learn. I should say you will learn if you practice. Okay, you have access to the videos. Just hit rewind and we'll go through that again. Now, let's practice one more part, the energetic ball that we're moving. Remember when we separate those hands? Later on in the form, there's another step that includes 2 to 3 more moves in that form. And the flow and transition there is really important. So today we're going to break this down really quick, but in a future class, we're going to spend much more time on this movement. So I start with my energy ball, right? So I'm going to pull back that foot and sink your weight into that support leg. From here, I create the energy ball and hold. I'm then going to step out, heel first, and separate those hands, and then part and reach. Now, in the beginning of the form, this is where we rotate to the other side. But at the second time around in the form, when we come to this, the bottom hand is going to scoop. You're going to imagine that you're rotating in that hand. Scoop up, and then that palm is going to come up to your front elbow. So it's going to be a rotation to that front elbow. Now, while the back hand is doing that rotation, the top hand is going to rotate down so the palm is facing away. So again, that was here. Okay? Palms facing you. Reach, palms really facing you, palms facing the ground, and then palms facing away. It happens at the same time as this here. So if I'm starting out here, 1, 2. Again, I'm here, 1, 2. Next movement, those hands are going to sink down and I'm going to use this back leg to draw myself close to the floor. I then take this top hand, reach out in front towards the screen, and then bring the other hand towards the chest. As this hand pulls back towards the chest, I meet the 2 palms together, and I place the palms on top of each other. From here, I'm then going to push directly out to the side, which if you're facing this way would be in front of you. Okay? I lead again into that Warrior One pose, but I'm pressing the palms away. Looks like this here. And from there, I'm going to pull back, separate those hands, your palms facing down. We come up over our big energy ball, and I'm going to pull those toes back. So now I'm sitting back here again, and then press forwards. So let's practice that again. If it's your first time, that might have been a lot there. So I'm going to pull back, get the toes even, creating that energy ball. I'm going to step out and separate the hands. Bring that back hand up to the front elbow and sink back down. Reach out in front towards the camera, pull that hand back to your chest and press away. Lift up over your imaginary ball, pull those toes up in the air and then press forwards. Here we're going to open out and transition to the other side. So remember how we transitioned to the other one? Just like the first time we practiced, step out and separate the hands. From here, back hand comes up to the front elbow and sink down. Reach out in front of the body and pull that hand to the chest and then press away. Lift up over your imaginary ball, pull those toes back and press forwards. Let's go to the other side and talk about our breathing. Deep breath in and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift up, and exhale. One more time for our breathing. Deep breath in and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Open out in front of the body and relax the hands. Step in, take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale. Incredible work. So there we have gone through multiple different versions of how to break the flow down and focus on those transitions from move to move. Grab some water, and here next we're going to go through the actual form without any breaks and making sure that we can practice the transition flow you just were able to go through. Now, if this is your first time watching the video and you need to take a rest, this is a perfect moment to do it. Just hit pause, grab some water, and then of course jump back in when you're ready. If you need to just go ahead and watch, there's nothing wrong with that as well. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Deep breath in, fill up the lungs, and exhale, squeezing the core and getting everything out. Oxygen all. Deep breath in and exhale. Continue your breathing, filling up the lungs and exhaling. Imagine bringing in good energy as you inhale, charging with power, and exhaling anything that needs to be let go. Deep breath in through the nose and exhale. From here, let's imagine grabbing our ropes, our strong roots, taking a deep breath in through the nose, lifting up, and exhaling down. From here, step out shoulder width apart and relax the hands. Take a deep breath in through the nose as the arms rise up, and exhale as they slowly flow down. Take a deep breath in, open out the arms to the side, reach out, bend that elbow, and exhale as you press forwards. Take a deep breath in, reach out with the opposite arm, bend the elbow, and exhale and press forwards. Deep breath in as we transition to one side, allow the arms to flow, top arm leads the way. Deep breath in as the arms transition, and exhale as you rotate to the other side. Here's our first energy ball. Keep the hands where they are, turn to the other side, and create your ball sitting down into your squat. Step out with one foot, take a deep breath, and exhale as you reach the hands out. From here, we'll turn to the other side, deep breath in, and exhale as you sink down. Step out with one foot, separate the hands, and exhale as you reach. Our cloud hands, deep breath in as we step in with the outside foot, and exhale as you rotate. Inhale, step back across, and exhale as we set into our balance. 3, 2, and 1. Squat down slowly, step out, open out the hands, come to the other side. Take a deep breath. 3, 2, and 1. From here, step out into your squat. Reach down, cross those arms in front of the body. Lift up. Extend your leg out and arm. 3, 2, 1. Bend that knee. From here, we'll step down into the squat, crossing the arms, lifting up again to the opposite side. Open that leg out. 3, 2, 1. Bend that knee. I'm going to cross back into my energy ball again. Step out and separate the hands. That back hand comes up to the front elbow and flow down. Reach out in front of the body, pull that hand back to the chest and press away. Lift up over your imaginary ball, pull the toes and press forwards. Open out, create your energy ball on the other side. Step out and separate the hands. Bring the back hand up to that front elbow and sink down. Reach out in front of the body, pull that back towards your chest and press away. Lift up over your imaginary ball and press forwards. Open out in front of the body. Deep squat here, reach those arms out. Cross those arms in front. Separate the hands and relax down. Step in, take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale. Making your way through the form after having gone through balance exercises or stability exercises, or when we get to our strength videos, the form feels different every time. So if you need to take a rest, definitely take that rest. We're going to finish with our reaching stretch as we close out our class. Thank you so much for joining on for today, and pay attention because the new videos will be uploaded, and of course you already have your next video waiting for you. Let's go ahead and place those feet shoulder width apart. Interlace those fingers, taking a deep breath in. Reach those arms up as high as you can. Separate those hands. Come down the back of your legs. Reach out in front of the body. Allow the hands to relax down. We'll take another deep breath in. Exhale and reach. Inhale, come down the back of the legs. Reach out in front. Open out the arms and relax down. Here's your breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do one more together. Really focus. From here, step in, take a deep breath in through the nose, and exhale. If this is the start to your day, enjoy the rest of your day. If you've made your way through the day and this is the end of your evening, I wish you some incredible rest, and I wish everyone an incredible tomorrow and a very healthy rest of this year. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you at the next class.